Hello students, today we are going to start lecture number 3 on optics. In this lecture, we have seen the spherical mirrors. In spherical mirrors, first is concave mirror and second is convex mirror. So, let us start the today's topic. In this topic, the term used to explain the spherical mirror is center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole and principal axis. So let us see one by one. First is center of curvature C. It is the center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part. Second, radius of curvature. It is the radius of the sphere of which the mirror is a part. Then pole. Pole P, it is the center of the spherical mirror. And fourth, principal axis. It is the straight line passing through the center of curvature and the pole. So, let us see here, that is, we have to consider here the convex mirror and concave mirror. Firstly, convex mirror. So, let us consider here a hollow sphere of glass. This is your hollow sphere of glass. In this hollow sphere of glass, consider this is a convex mirror M dash. Then this is the point P is called as the pole and this is the point C is called as the center of curvature. So, what is the center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of the sphere. This is your sphere and this is the center C. So, it is called as the center of curvature or center of sphere. Then radius of the curvature. This is the radius of curvature. That is, this is the radius of the sphere. Let us see here, CP is the radius of sphere. Also, it is called as radius of curvature. Then this is the point P. P is nothing but the pole. What is pole? Pole is the center of spherical mirror. Let us understand, that is, the M dash is the convex mirror and pole P is the center of spherical mirror, and C is the center of curvature, that is the center of sphere. Okay. Then principal axis. Principal axis is the straight line passing through the pole P and the center of curvature. What is the principal axis? Principal axis is the straight line passing through the center of curvature and pole P. So, this is about the convex mirror. Then consider a concave mirror. In this concave mirror, this is your concave mirror, that is M dash is your concave mirror, and also in this concave mirror we have to consider this is a hollow sphere of glass. This is concave mirror M dash. This is the center of curvature. This is the pole P. This is your principal axis. Also here pole P is the center of spherical mirror. Then C, center of curvature, is the center of sphere and this is the radius of curvature R, that is CP, radius of curvature CP. So, what is the focus and focal length of spherical mirror? Let us consider here the principal focus of a concave mirror. It is a point on the principal axis where all the rays parallel to the principal axis converge. Let us see here, this is your concave mirror. In this concave mirror, the parallel line will be incident on this concave mirror, and this incident parallel line will be reflected and it will be converged at a point F, which is on principal axis, and it is denoted by F. So, it is called as the principal focus. This is the principal focus. Also focus of a concave mirror. Focus of a concave mirror. Then also this distance from F to P is called as the focal length. F to P is called as the focal length. This is the principal focus and this is the point P, that is the pole. Then focus of convex mirror. It is a point on the principal axis where the reflected rays appear to converge. Reflected rays appear to converge. Let us see here. This is your convex mirror. This is the convex mirror. Then this parallel rays will be incident on this convex mirror. Then this incident ray will be reflected like this and they will be back and it will be meet at a point F, that is the converge at a point F. It is also called as the principal focus of convex mirror, and this F is called as the focus of convex mirror, and the distance between P and F is also called as the focal length. So PF, P is the pole and F is the focus, principal focus. So distance between P and F is called as the focal length. Then also the focal length of spherical mirror. So focal length of spherical mirror is the distance between the pole and the principal focus is called as the focal length of the spherical mirror. Then the radius of curvature is 2 times the focal length of the spherical mirror. That what is the radius of curvature? Radius of curvature, it is the distance from the center of curvature and the pole P. So the radius of curvature CP is the 2 times the focal length of the spherical mirror. Next, then uses of concave mirror. Concave mirror are used as shaving mirror, torch, searchlight and vehicle headlight. Also is used by dentists to get a large image of patient's teeth. Also is a solar furnace to concentrate the heat. Then what are the uses of convex mirror? In convex mirror are used vehicle as rear view mirror to see the traffic at the rear side. Also is used as a device to check the thieves in shop. Then these are the new Cartesian sign convention. This sign convention is very useful to solving the problems. So it must be remember the Cartesian sign rule. What are they? First, object is placed left to the mirror and the pole is taken as the origin. Then the distance to the right of origin is positive while that to its left negative. And third, distance above the principal axis are positive while those below it are negative. So let us understand. If we consider this is your concave mirror, this is the concave mirror and this is the point P is nothing but the pole. This is the point P is nothing but the pole and this is your principal axis. This is your principal axis, that is XY. Then the Cartesian sign convention is that the object is placed left to the mirror and the pole is taken as the origin. Then the right hand side of the pole, that is in the direction of incident light is considered as positive distance. And the left hand side of the pole is considered as the negative distance. Is considered as the negative distance. That is against the direction of incident light is the negative distance. Then also if we consider the distance above the principal axis are positive. Here we consider this is the xy, that is the principal axis xy plane. In this principal axis, the distance above the principal axis is positive and below the principal axis is negative. Below the principal axis is negative. So the Cartesian sign conventions are very useful to solve the problems. Then mirror formula for spherical mirror. The mirror formula is 1 upon V plus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F, where U is the object distance, V is the image distance, and F is the focal length. So, when they use convex mirror, if U is negative, V is positive, then F is the positive. What is U? U is the object distance, V is the image distance, and F is the focal length. In concave mirror, U negative, then V is positive or negative, or focal length will be negative. Focal length will be negative. So this is the mirror formula for spherical mirror, that is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, 1 upon F. Then magnification. What is the magnification? Magnification small m is equal to height of image h2 upon height of object h1. That is equal to minus image distance minus v upon object distance u. For virtual image, m is positive, and for real image, m is negative. So these are the conditions. First is, if m is greater than 1, then image is bigger than the object. Then m is greater than 1, image is bigger than the object. If m is equal to 1, if m equal to 1, then image is of the same size as of the object. Image is of the same size as that of the object. And if m is less than 1, m is less than 1, then image is smaller than the object. Image is smaller than the object. Also, if m is positive, then the image is virtual and erect. And last, if m is negative, then the image is real and inverted. Image is real and inverted. So, what is magnification? Magnification is image distance upon object distance. Image distance upon object distance. Then, next point will be power of a mirror or a lens. Power of a mirror or a lens. Then, the power of a mirror or lens is the reciprocal of its focal length. Reciprocal of its focal length. That is, P is equal to 1 upon F. What is F? F is the focal length. Therefore, SI unit for power of lens is called diopter D. SI unit for power of a lens is called as the diopter D. So, in this lecture, we have seen the three important terms, that is, power of a mirror P is equal to 1 by F, that is, F is the focal length. Then magnification. Magnification is m is equal to height of image upon height of object, that is equal to image distance upon object distance. And also we have seen mirror formula for spherical mirror, that is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 upon F, where V is the image distance, U is the object distance, and F is the focal length. So, we have seen the mirror formula, magnification, and power of a lens. So, thank you.